Many people nowadays are living in constant anxiety, and whenever they try to launch new projects, something strange happens and they lose traction, don't have the guts or the money. Some end up disillusioned on antidepressants, alcohol, or other drugs. They are struggling to make the ends meet, both economically, socially, in the family, and with their own health. Looking at such unlucky and unhappy people, there seems to be a common denominator. Early in their infancy, something was missing, the presence of the father. Fathers have a tendency to not really recognize the child before it can communicate, is done with diapers and can play the football. And yet the infant needs the presence and the attention of the father. Not just for some few minutes around the dinner table, because this is not just a desire, it's a necessity, direly needed for the proper growth of a human being. The lack of attention creates a state of stress. The infant, therefore, will do whatever it takes to attract father's attention. But heck, what can the infant do? Correct pronunciation of 800 words? Football? Still years ahead. Hence, the options for the infant are easily exhausted. So what happens when the infant's need for father's attention is not met? The first signs we see are creative insecurity. Don't know what to do to get it? Helplessness. Next comes the certainty of being a total failure, and that the situation is hopeless. I did whatever I could and nothing succeeded. Slowly but surely, the impression takes hold that the infant is not worthy of father's attention. Something is more important to him. Or in worst cases, I have no right to live, and I should never have been born. So what do you think? How common is this issue? How often does it happen that a father is unaware of how important his role in the upbringing of the infant is? That he unconsciously deprives his infant of the right to live and thrive? That regardless of how much fun they later will have when they play, his child may experience tremendous hardship as a grown-up? If you suspect that you are part of the majority of Western population that feel a lack of security and direction in life, then you now have an option to consciously change the course of your life by healing the old wounds. This is what you will have to do. As an empathic being, focus your loving attention on the child that you once were, with the intention to give the child all that which it lacked back then. Remember, you're not that child. You are a grown-up paying attention to the child that you once were, as if that child was somebody else. Through time and space, you focus your attention like a beam of laser, creating the conditions back then, the conditions needed for a happy and thriving life. If you do this right, you will strengthen your ability to stand upright in a gusty life. You will be more likely to find a direction in life and live it with somebody you love. If you don't know how, don't despair. We know, and we are here for you. Remember that these advices should not prevent you from contacting your doctor.